Make some noise for Lukeesss, everybody. Let him hear it!
So I was adopted. That's a weird reaction, first of all. Most people just say something like, "Oh, I'm sorry," which I don't know why, because really it's not that bad of a gig. The one downside to being adopted is that every time you hook up with someone, there's that percentage chance that they're related to you. It's still not okay. I like to call it the Princess Leia effect. I don't take people from Ohio, and I don't date people named Leah, just out of principle. So I'm single. I don't know if you could tell from the poof. I've been single for a while. I realized recently, like in the last 4 years or so, I've had more cars than I've had girlfriends. Which, I had the one car. And now I took the bus here, so... Yeah. Still single up on the stage right now. I've been single for so long, things are starting to fade. Getting with me is like getting on the bus. It's not ideal. But it'll get you there. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just like the bus. It's dirty. It doesn't always come at the right time. Sometimes it's crowded and confusing, but most times it's just painfully silent. And we lock eyes and leave and never see each other again. Yeah. Doing good stuff. I really was adopted, though. I don't like to do things that aren't true. Yeah, just think about that for a second. Well, I don't get why adoption isn't a bigger thing. Like, if you're in the market for children, just think, you can, I mean, do-it-yourselfers, obviously, do your thing, but if you want a child, you can make, or you can just get one. They exist already. You can just buy one. They're right there. It's like when you go to a bike store, you can put all the components together yourself and do it, like inflate the tire and all that shit. Or there are just bikes right there. You can just buy them. It's the same product. I mean, who's to say you're going to be any better than two drunk college kids? You guys are great. There's not a lot of pride for adopted kids. There's no like adoption pride parades. There's no adoption history month. I don't get it. Some people make fun of adoption. Some people are like, "Oh, you're adopting, your parents don't love you," which it doesn't make sense because statistically you could be adopted too. In fact, someone in this room hasn't found out yet. So if you're looking to break into a new genre of hate, I would recommend not adoption. Anyway, just useful advice. But my dad, not biologically, just the one who bought me. Just having to check. His name is Dork, and it's an Armenian name. It's a weird name. His side of the family is Armenian, and not a lot of people know Armenians because of their history. And you guys are really smart. I told that in Boston, and no one just... yeah, but his name is Dork, and in Armenian it's spelled a little differently. It's like a D sort of character, a circle with a line through it, picture of a teddy bear, and then just a cigarette burn straight to the paper. They're hardcore folks. Still haven't digitalized the alphabet yet. But actually, I thought that I would be made fun of for that name, like, because he's my dad, he's signing all these things. And I never got made fun of for it. There was only one time where it was not ideal, and that's when I got arrested. What happened was I borrowed my dad's car, and he, out of happenstance, put every handle of alcohol from the entire house in the back seat. And somehow, I didn't notice this. My 19-year-old self was just like, I'm just going to take the car. The police officer asked for directions noticed. And at the time, I was underage. I was even younger than I look now. I tried to give him some sort of bullshit excuse, like, oh, it's my dad's or the boat trip. And I'm in the handcuffs. I'll never forget this, though. I'm in the handcuffs. I look up to the guy, and he's dialing. My father's number is dialing in his hand. He turns to me and he says, what's your father's name, son? And I'm just like, fuck me. Shit. Today's the day I get beaten by a police officer. Yeah, it happens. Anyone else over porn? Just throwing it out there. And not for good reasons either. I'm not like a good person. I'm gonna be honest. It's the audio. You can't do that. That's not real. You can never be with someone and just rock out like, that's ridiculous. You have neighbors. They're right there. The window's open and there's a dog running around. What the hell is going on? You can't do that. And what is that noise? You're never making that noise. You're never at the grocery store checking out and the cashier's like, you can get 2 for 1 on that yogurt if you just get the same kind.
Oh, yogurt savings! Oh, chill,
Just as a side note, I'm really into yogurt right now. I don't know. I've made that noise before with my parents in the room. They're not actually my parents though, so I guess it's not as embarrassing. Still single on this stage right now. Still just doing it. All right, guys. I think that's it for me. So thanks for having me.